Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and even the occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have a great quarterly lifestyle box that I've opened several times here on the channel, and that is the Happy Glamper. This box was kindly sent to me for a review, and it is totally a box for me because it's for the woman who loves the outdoors but who also loves some creature comforts, and that has become more and more true for me with each passing year. Since I met my husband, I have definitely become a little bit more outdoorsy because he loves going on hikes. His dream, as many of you know from other unboxings, is to have a camper van one day and to go on nice long road trips, hopefully that involves some surfing for him. And I have really enjoyed getting outdoors. Growing up on Maui, I didn't necessarily get to go on multi-day hikes, but I did appreciate the ones that we had. And here in San Diego, we have some great hikes, but I really love a good road trip that gets you kind of out of that usual boundary that you are locked in and really seeing some of the beautiful landscapes that nature has to offer. We just got back from a road trip and it was so much fun. But I have to tell you guys that at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be a 5-star hotel. It can be a janky motel as long as there's some hot water. Once I get that shower, I am much more likely to wake up happy the next morning and ready to go for another 20-mile hike. You hear me? I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about. So the Happy Glamper is the box for me. So this box is $49 per quarter plus $8 in shipping. If you use the code Noelle5, you can save $5. As always, I will leave all of that information for you in the description box below. Now, this season's box was a little bit delayed. She did a really good job of letting us know they were just waiting on some products. That has been the case with a lot of subscription boxes. This box actually came in a plain brown box this time with some logo tape. I'm not sure if that's a permanent change. They used to have a really pretty teal box with their logo, which was some mountains and a chandelier. So I'm wondering if that's permanent or if it's just because of the size and shape of one of the items in here. No matter, I love a beautiful box that I can re-gift or use for storage, but I also like a good box that I can easily recycle. So let's go ahead and take a look at their product card, which is always kind of styled like a pretty postcard, and I'm loving the Airstream. I think Airstreams are adorable. We probably want like a camper van that we can actually drive, but I kind of see the allure of a nice little Airstream to pull along as well. So let's see, it says living the dream is the theme for the fall box. It says, greetings Glampers, in honor of the newest member of our family, we are dedicating the fall box to Ethel. They named her Ethel. That's so cute. Our 59 Airstream Overlander. We are in love with the tin can tourist lifestyle, and this season's carefully curated items were tested and chosen with the beautiful fall glamping season in mind. Bring these guilt-free items on your next excursion to make any fall night fabulous. Stay safe and well, friends, until we meet again. So I guess hashtag tin can tourist instead of hashtag van life, which, I mean, you guys, the hashtags for these things go on and on. So this is what it looks like on the back. She tells us a little bit about the products, the businesses that are included inside, as well as the MSRPs, which she's kind of gone back and forth on that from box to box. So I'm happy to see them back here. Now with boxes like this, these smaller businesses, I'm not expecting like a $300 total value. All I'm wanting to make sure is that I get my $49 worth, for example, and maybe if it includes the shipping too. So as long as you feel like you're getting your money's worth, as long as you would use a majority of the items or you have someone else to regift them to, then I think you're getting your money's worth, especially because it is kind of about the experience. Now originally this box was a monthly subscription, and it was often sort of travel related too, because she would travel to a different state or location, and so they would be themed around that. Obviously travel has become a little bit more difficult in the past year and a half, even road tripping. So I like this idea of having like road trip be the theme itself. So let's go ahead and prop this up in front of me. It looks like we have 5 items, and it looks like the total retail value is around $60 or $70, so not too bad. So it did kind of cover the shipping. I'm just going to remove this blue tissue paper here on the top. Now the first thing I am seeing looks to be an edible treat, which you guys know I'm always really happy about. So it says Poppy handcrafted popcorn. It's in caramel apple. It is gluten-free, of course, and it's very for the season. You can kind of see there's some little spiders hanging down. Like, I have major arachnophobia. This is about as much of a spider as I can take. On our last road trip, you guys, we almost drove over a tarantula, and like even that that was like too close for me. Like I couldn't even handle it. So this looks so good. Caramel apple. So salted caramel with apple cider and apple pie spice. It does say how many servings are in here, you guys. It says there's 3 servings in here and that each of those servings is 170 calories. Not terrible, but I will probably eat it in probably 1 to 2 sittings. So let's see what it says about this. This is from Poppy Popcorn. It has a value of $8.99. Some gourmet popcorn's a little pricey like that. It says our favorite popcorn on the planet, period. Small batch out of Asheville, North Carolina. Settle in and enjoy this fall season's flavor. I will definitely enjoy that. I love that. All right, you guys, it looks like we have like a little travel journal. This one is kind of shrink wrapped, so let me see if I can get into this, but this looks kind of cool. So it says Trail Meals Wander Edition by Monty Boca. It has a $9.99 value. I didn't do a good job of slicing that. I was like a little bit timid with my slicing. So it says trail tested meals from classically trained Chef Corso, featuring simple ingredients you can find at a truck stop. Elevated meals to fill your belly with all the crap you usually throw back on a road trip. Now, I have to say that the crap that you find at road stops is kind of the joy of road trips, but you can only do that for so many days. Like a weekend road trip, yes, you can live on. I love bugles. That's like my like treat because I would never buy them at the regular grocery store, but when I'm on a road trip, I get myself some bugles and maybe a Diet Coke, which like that's like really the only time I do it. But you know, after a few days, you probably want some like healthy meals. We had really good luck on this road trip in terms of finding like little diners and stuff, which was awesome. So this is kind of nice. It's got that nice sheen to the front. It's kind of a hardcover, and then it's got that nice rubber band back to close it. It's like full color, so like look, it's got some tacos, you guys. Tacos on the trail would be great. So it's kind of divided into meals like breakfast. So smoked salmon and garlic spinach breakfast sandwiches. Yeah, like that's when you like want to go on one of those like outfitter like camping trips where somebody else does all the cooking and like sets everything up for you. Cuban black bean soup. Ooh, that sounds good. Carbonara pasta. I don't know if I'm like brave enough to do carbonara pasta like out on the trail because, oh, you can do it with powdered eggs is what they suggest. I actually think this is really cool. So we actually had a kitchenette in a couple of our little motels that we stayed in an Airbnb because I'm not really a camper. But I might be like more tempted to try camping, or you know, if I was going on a van trip, because you can do those sort of caravans where everybody has their camper van, then everybody's like kind of in charge of different meals. This would be a great little cheat sheet to be like, oh yeah, I'm in charge of dinner on Friday, and then you like come up with this like gourmet like carbonara. Like, I think that would be pretty impressive, pretty cool thing to have. And of course, you don't have to be out on the trail to use that recipe book. You could probably do it at home too. So something's all wrapped up in some perforated paper. Let's find out what this is. All right, it looks to be a portable campfire, which I've actually gotten a couple of these in different subscription boxes. I think one came in a Brio box, one came in a Be Relaxed box. This is actually a different brand, but I've just been dying to use these, but it has not been cold enough. And of course, there's like fire warnings everywhere. So this is like something you have to kind of more do in your backyard. So this is what it looks like. It's this big silver canister. This one is a little bit taller than the ones that I've seen before. This is the Tree-Free Fire, all natural portable campfire, easy, safe, scentless. So it's proudly made in Maine. So, but it looks the same on the top, you guys. So this is what it looks like. It's got these like lighters. It's basically a giant candle, but it is, I believe, food safe after you burn it for like a little while. Like usually it takes, I think it says you need to burn it for like a few minutes before you can actually roast your marshmallows over it. So it does say the canister gets very hot. This would be like something good to sit in like one of those little like patio fireplaces that you already have. So it does say, please be a safe s'more maker. But it doesn't say anything necessarily about like how long to wait before you make something over it. So just says outdoor use, never use it in the rain, never extinguish with water. So it says place your so I wonder, oh, extinguish by sliding a lid loosely over the top of the flame, allowed to cool before securing the lid. Okay, good to know. So I will keep that little card in there for when I use it. This has a $25 value. So this says, made in love with Maine, these all natural portable fires are easy to use, scentless and safe. Grab yours, sit back and make some fireside memories with friends. So tree-free though, love that idea. You could probably use this to like heat up water too, in like a little campfire pot as well. So that's nice, and of course then you don't have to actually go and collect the wood, and then you can be nice and safe. So it looks like we got a nice little accessory, like probably a blanket scarf is what I'm thinking. So this has a value of $24.99. So between the Campfire, little portable Campfire, and this blanket scarf, we already got the value of the box, and then you can think of the other 3 items as just extras. So I love the fall time because we get all these fun plaids, and I love that I haven't gotten a lot of overlap so far. This one I'm liking because it's more blue and orange and green versus like the traditional like reds and oranges and browns. So this is definitely one that's gonna be a nice addition to my collection. So here's what this looks. It's very soft. It feels like maybe probably an acrylic blend. It says, once again, it's the hottest accessory for the season, generously sized and ready to drape over your shoulders to make any fall night fabulous. This is purchased from a woman-owned wholesale company, so that is kind of nice to know. Nice little note to have on there. Just kind of like rough edges there. These are great picnic blankets. They are kind of, for me, a little bit thick to wear as a scarf because they are so big, but they're great to have in the car, and then, you know, you can just kind of drape it over you if it does get really chilly and you forgot to bring your hoodie with you. So I think we might have one more thing in here, but it's kind of hiding. So it is, this is funny. This is the Easy Reach Lighter. This has a value of $3.47, so very exact with that. If Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart endorse it, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for me too. It says safe and convenient to light your portable campfire. So it's basically just a little lighter with a little extension. So it's not the super long ones that you buy that we use for like barbecues, or, you know, the candle that's like way down in the bottom, but it's just long enough that it's going to be used for the candles that are way down in the bottom in my house, but also perfect because it gives you just a little more distance when you are lighting your campfire or whatever you happen to be lighting. So I like this. This is a great little tool to have, and it's one of those things that you always like forget to pick up when you're out and about. So this was actually a really good box, I thought, from the Happy Glamper, and it makes me want to go on another road trip and take all these goodies with me now that it's gotten a little bit colder. We were gonna stay out and watch the stars, and I thought that would have been really fun to like have a campfire. No fires right now here in California, at least, but also just to wrap up in a blanket and look at the stars, but it got really windy, so we didn't do that. So we have to wait a couple more months for that. So again, we got our tree-free portable campfire, which is this little guy here. To go along with it, we got our Easy Reach Lighter, very useful. It's by Bic. We got our blanket scarf wrap, so I actually really love this as a great accessory. We got our Poppy popcorn. You guys know I love a snack, and that is a super important part of any good road trip, whether you're in a van or you have your Airstream or you're just in your Subaru like we are. And then finally, we got our Trail Meals Wander Edition, which I actually think is a really cool little recipe book, and I just think it's nice and portable as well. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite item was in this Happy Glamper box, what your last camping trip was. I would love to hear from you in those comments. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.